to Stitches and Sundries, Flosstube. This is episode 22.
Woohoo!
We just posted our giveaway winners this past week. So if you're looking for that, it's posted back on Wednesday, I think, the 7th. Yes. And we had some awesome entries, and it was so nice to hear what you guys are working on. It was great. We're going to do some more stuff like that in the future, just to get to know people, and it's been a lot of fun.
We've got new subscribers, so we're happy to have you guys here. And for those of you returning, we're so excited that you keep coming to join us.
Yes, join us for fun projects. And we have, this is a cross-stitching podcast where we talk about cross-stitch, finishes, sewing, junk, lives, whatever.
Yeah, we also do life updates.
We do life updates. And this week I have new starts, you have finishes, we have lots of stuff going on.
One finish. And for those of you who don't know, I am the slowest cross stitcher. Like, I'm literally, that's just my tag. I am just so slow. Yeah. It took me an hour. Okay, I have to show you. Well, I'll show you that later. It took me an hour to do the simplest thing. It was so silly. I'll show you later. It'll be in this episode, though.
It'll be in this episode. All right.
All right, so I don't know. I took a whole bunch of notes about what I've been up to because I can never remember when you ask me. I feel like I'm put on the spot and I'm like, 2 weeks have gone by.
What have I done? I've done nothing. I've knitted and
so now I'm trying to take notes so I have something to talk
about. The only thing that's been going on with me is we had a family 4th of July. We're recording this on the Monday, July 5th.
Yeah.
And so we had family 4th of July yesterday. We got rained out. It was pretty great, like normal. Nothing amazing.
And what's funny is I only live like 10 minutes from her, and it didn't rain at my house. No. We had sunshine. I mean, it sprinkled for a half a minute. Just enough so that my dad was over at our house and we set up a target and I'm shooting air guns with my dad and he's so excited. And I hit the bullseye, Lauren.
Oh my gosh.
Hit it. I also...
When the zombie apocalypse comes, I want you in my bunker.
Well, I'm afraid of real guns, so if we can kill zombies with air guns, we're fine.
I'm sure we can figure out a way.
I'm a little intimidated. I've only shot the air guns, but anyway, and I like the target shooting. It's a challenge to hit that little red dot, and I had no idea how hard it was. I mean, when you play video games, you think it's like the same thing. I guess I don't know, but I'm no
freaking mortal hands not doing what you tell them to do.
Oh, I am so shaky. It is so bad. But anyway, so we got a little bit of rain, just enough that we had to take down the target because our target's just a piece of cardboard with a bullseye on it, like a sticker. Yeah. So anyway, we had to take that down so it didn't get ruined. And then we made him dinner and had I made a dessert and it was I also made lemonade and it was tasty. Fresh lemonade.
I do like a fresh lemonade.
And then I also had a birthday party this weekend. Jeez, I've had so many. Oh my gosh. So I'll list it all out because it sounds crazy. So in June, my dad's birthday, Jason's sister's birthday, Jason's mom's birthday, Jason's niece's birthday. My nephew's birthday is July 3rd. So just lump that in with all the craziness that's been happening in June. There's Father's Day, there's 4th of July. So there's just been like a crazy every weekend. Next weekend, I have a birthday party to go to, but it is a very low-key birthday party. And it is like the only thing I'm doing next weekend. I am being a lump. I'm going to be a potato. And I am just not, and we're enjoying the house because Sean's out of town right now. Because I live with my fiance and his dad. And so his dad's out of town this weekend. And I'm like so excited because we're just going to be potatoes.
The lumpening. It's important. Oh, it's so important to lump.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. It's just all the birthdays ever.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing this afternoon. I have to do 2 things. I have to spread stuff to get rid of ants. Because we've had ants in the house, which I know means they're in our deck, so I got to spread for carpenter ants.
That's what we have.
Yeah.
We have carpenter ants right now. It's like the season for them.
It is. And then I have to, do the bare minimum, empty the dishwasher. And then the rest of the afternoon is a crafty afternoon. That's all it's going to be. I'm going to put on some Flosstubes and some knitting and some crochet podcasts and just, be a lump. It's going to be so good.
So Jason and I are going to go to IHOP after we record. And then as soon as we go home from IHOP, we are just potatoing because it has been so long since we've just even like this week. I've had stuff going on all week. So like one day I came over to your house. One day we had Neil and Kristen over. Thursday we had nothing. Friday we had something, but I can't remember what. I have no idea. Maybe it was getting ready for the weekend. We didn't go anywhere. But there was stuff, so it wasn't relaxing.
Yeah.
But so today,
prepping for
just
4th of July.
going to go potato and knit or cross stitch or whatever, and just maybe I'll do nothing. Maybe I'll just enjoy nothing.
Yeah.
I know what else I did. Jason got us. He's been building a gaming computer, and he Frankensteined some monstrosity together.
This is so freaking amazing to me.
I have 3 games. We're gonna test Ark. We're going to see if Ark will play on the PC, because I hate Ark on the Xbox. It crashes way too much. Yeah. We're going to test it on this PC that he built. But it can play Valheim, which he's been playing. And I just started playing Medieval Dynasty, and it can play that, which the other computer couldn't handle it. So I'm so excited.
I'm going to fade us from video games, sort of, to cross stitch. Because my favorite video game in the whole world is Hollow Knight. It's fantastic. If you like that kind of game, it's amazing. And yeah, the art in it is amazing. And guess what I found?
Hollow Knight cross
There was Hollow Knight cross stitch. So I'm good. I have it on my wish list right now, and I'm totally gonna buy that.
You should send me that. That sounds cute.
It's amazing. And so the Steam summer sale is going on, so we bought like $75 worth of video games that we don't. So it's $30 a piece, $35 a piece. We're fine. But it was like, I'm like, Sarah, we never get time to play the video games we have. So from the last sale, the winter sale, I still have like 6 games I've never played. Yeah. I'm like, I can't buy anymore. I bought last day of June or something. This would be a really sad, emotional, feel-good game, because I like to do that to myself. Devyn's like, is there a journey about losing your mom and coming to an emotional wellness about that? I want to play that.
Life is Strange. That was a very good feel-good. I don't like Life is Strange 2. I tried that one. I didn't like it, but the first one is great.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're here to talk about cross stitch. Let's get off the game sometime before we go too deep.
We have finishes. We have.
I have finished.
It's summertime. It's time to stay, and with this holiday, it's time to stay in the air conditioner, play some video games, do some cross stitch. That's just good living right there. The AC. We're in the basement right now, and it's always really cold in the basement. Like the floors get.
But the summer it's not.
And I was like, I better turn the heat on, and then I immediately turned it off. I'm like, no, it feels so good down here.
Yeah. We've been all of our hangouts. We've had people just stay in the basement. So Neil, we had him drive around the house because he can't go downstairs very well. Mm-hmm. So we had him drive around the house and just park so he could come in the basement because it's so hot in the upstairs. Our house doesn't have central air or anything. So we have, our bedroom is air conditioned, and then the basement is just naturally cool. Yeah. So we had people come down to the basement, and it was nice. It was so nice. But anyway, you guys, I'll show you my finish.
Yes, you have a finish.
So for those of you who don't know, I'm getting married in June of next year, and I have become a crazy person and decided that I'm going to cross-stitch centerpieces. What? I don't know who I am.
Yes.
So
I like this idea, though.
It's going to be cute, and what I'm going to do is cross-stitch and put them in those, what are those frames called? Those little, they're like the plate stands.
Yeah, they're like plate easels.
Yeah, little easel things. I'm going to put embroidery hoops with my designs. Not my designs, my stitches in there. Because I did not design this. So this is my finish. It's my little wedding. It's just little hearts. And I love stitching this hearts. This is the second time I've stitched this. And my wedding is going to have several of this design. It just in the embroidery hoops as the centerpiece. This is Love and Hearts by Cross Stitching for Fun. And this is specialty thread. It's Weeks Dye Works. Ooh, don't remember the color because they suck.
Is it Weeks Dye Works? I thought it was Gentle Arts.
Is this one Gentle Arts?
I think so.
I have the tag at home.
I remember that because it was really nice, and it was called like birthday cake or something. I can't remember now.
We'll put it below because I thought, but. It is a very, I don't know if the camera's picking it up quite so well, but it is a very delicate white with just a hint of pink. I mean, the tiniest hint of pink.
But it pops on that blue.
It does. It looks really nice on the blue.
Yeah. In person, the fade is really pretty.
Yeah, it's really cute. So this is my wedding finish.
Yeah.
I have 2 of these done. I have 3 centerpieces done. I think I need a total of 20, and I have until June next year.
So you got a year to do 17. I feel like you can pull that off.
Well, and I did do, like, the last two I did really quickly.
Yeah.
And then this one I lost the thread for 2 weeks. I couldn't find
that slows you down.
I couldn't find the thread anywhere. I also lost a magazine for another pattern I'm working on. Couldn't find it anywhere. And I'm like, I have lost my mind. My cross-stitch stuff is all missing. Somebody stole my cross-stitch stuff. Who came in and moved my shit? Like, what the hell?
Somebody came in, stole my stuff. Just my cross-stitching stuff.
I found my thread last night. And that's how I got that done.
I got that done. That's all that matters, though. So, before I talk about mine, I have many whips and a new start. Before I talk about mine, I want to show you guys my new... So, I was in a bit of a rut, about 2 weeks ago. Wasn't feeling that great. Life had gotten really chaotic, and I'm not a chaotic person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't live in that world. And so, I was like, I need to put some stuff aside, really, like, try and relax, get some anxiety out of me. And one of the things I do to do that is to organize things. Makes me happy.
Crazy.
So this is this is a book I had it's just like a garbage book from a workplace. But it had a nice sturdy frame. And so I was like, okay, what can I do with this? And so I started out and I have put each of my patterns in my book. And they have when I started, when I finished, when it's fully finished, all the materials, any notes. And so I also have been keeping, and then whenever I work on it, I get the color in a square. And that makes me feel good when I get to color in a square. So this is how I've got all my cross stitch, all my crochet projects, everything's in here. I put my labels for any materials I might be working, like I might need to look at a yarn dye lot or something like that. If I use, let me find one here.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I like doing it. It makes me happy.
What's funny about that is I've been keeping like a yarn junk journal, and I showed it on the podcast. That
inspired me.
Yeah, and my junk journal I just filled up, and I started the same week that you were doing this, and we didn't talk to each other. But I started something similar. Hers is way neater than mine. Mine's not that pretty. Mine's...
Get my Mixed Dye Works thingies in it. So, so we just must have been on an organizational wavelength.
We really were, because like we didn't even talk about it, and you showed me that, and I'm like, I just did one too. And so mine is, I only do the knitting in mine, but I draw my pattern and color it in.
I want to see yours. You gotta bring it.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not super artistic. It looks like a toddler drew stuff, but
it's for us. Yeah. But one of the things I've been keeping track of since I have this now is whenever I work on something, I write down like a little note of like, finish this much, or feeling really good about this project or whatever it is, or feeling really frustrated with this project, whatever my note is. But if it's a cross stitch, because I do a lot of mine in Pattern Keeper, I write down the number of stitches I stitched and the percentage complete, and that makes me feel good. So I have all that information this time.
My number of stitches completed each evening would be so pitiful. Like I see you have 400 right there.
Yeah, 444 on this one. But that was probably throughout a day.
I mean, in one evening, I might do 100.
So, all right.
Slowest stitcher ever.
Fine. But unfortunately, I didn't put this in any kind of order, so I got to kind of flip through it to find what I'm looking for that day. But that's okay, too. There it is. All right.
You could get little removable tags, and you could put little tabby tags.
Yeah, you could put little tabs for the ones that are still active.
Yeah, like for your whip tabs.
I have everything for this year. So even if it was something I started last year but finished this year, it's in this book. So everything is in it.
So cool.
So here's my first whip. This is My Favorite Season by Alison Embroidery. And I am slamming through this.
Woohoo! Oh, it looks so good.
It's upside down.
I didn't even notice that. Nope, didn't even notice.
It wouldn't matter except there are words in there.
Oh, you were so close to being done, right?
I am. Okay, so since I last showed it, I'm trying to remember what I got done. Oh, I finished this leaf. This leaf was the one I was waiting on to see what color would fit there. And I think that bright lime green looks really nice.
Yeah, it has good contrast.
And then I finished in these leaves over on this side. All this in here.
So cool.
I had to back out a couple of things. I had, because I do this, when I have a little thread left, I put in the veining. And I had to pull the veining out because there's not enough contrast in this. So I have to keep messing with it. But I am now, so I got done 1,266 stitches over the course of 2 days, one of which was like a weekend. It was a day off, so I just stitched on and off all day.
You're insane.
And I'm at 82%. So I only have, like I said, like there's one little leaf down here. There's like one leaf and then like maybe a half of the leaf poking out there.
So next episode, is this going to be a finish?
Maybe. I really want it done. I want to send it to my friend that I'm stitching it for. These colors are just... I mean,
you're
so
80%
fun.
And you did 1,200 stitches?
I did 1,200 stitches, yeah. And that was, okay, so over the course, that was probably 10%. 1,200 stitches, about 10%. So this might take...
It might take two more episodes.
Depending. I might just decide that this needs to be done and maybe not do an update on something else.
What is the fabric on that? Because isn't it like fine?
This is 32 to 35. It's linen fabric I just bought at Joann's with no like.
Yeah.
I just had to count it out. And I freaking love this fabric. When I first started, I bought it because I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I could just go into Joann's, buy linen. That's just how you get linen fabric, right? And I mean, it worked. But when I was first stitching on it, when I first started cross stitching, I hated this fabric. I hated it so much.
Because it moves.
It moves. It's got thicks and thins. It's real raw linen. But now, I love this stuff.
You've stitched several things on this fabric, and it is nice.
I have one little square left. I have like one little square. But
it looks so nice.
It's coming along. I love these colors. They're so bright and happy and make me happy. And I love stitching stuff for friends, so it makes me happy too.
All right. My whip, you guys, return visitors or viewers, you will have seen this many, many times. And we'll continue to see it many, many times. Da, da, da. Life is a game. And this is by Choco Coco Stitches on Etsy.
I freaking love this thing though.
This is going to be so cool. So this is a stitch I'm doing for Jason, and it says life is a game, and it has all every letter is a different like gaming theme.
Yeah.
So far we've got Mario and Donkey Kong, and then I know the I is going to be Pac-Man, and I'm looking forward to the
Ooh,
it should be a fast stitch too, but I'm very excited. I made a ton of progress on this little tunnel, which doesn't look like much, but I think last time I showed it, I'm dropping it everywhere. I didn't have this at all, and I was only like halfway down, or I had a big chunk in this. I kind of took one side all the way down and then left the middle open. So I had to fill in this whole tunnel and then do this.
Yeah.
And there's...
That tunnel, though, is, I mean, it is packed. It has multiple color changes. To get that, I mean, look at that shading.
Yeah,
like, that is good. Real retro video game shading.
Yeah.
But that's a... It's not like really, this eye where it's so nice and easy. It's packed in there.
No, and I'll hold it up so you guys can see. Am I holding it up high enough? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at so you guys can see that color. But it does look really great in person. I mean, it just pops. And Jason, he's like so excited every time I get it out to work on it.
Oh, he's so cute.
He is. And he's like, he keeps saying, I'm so sorry I picked such a hard one. And I'm like, it's not hard. It just takes forever, you know. And I'm just like, whatever. But
he's like, you're working on my thing.
Yeah, he's very excited. And I'm excited to have this as a finish. I think this will look awesome in our, we're going to have it up in our office. Jason has like a whole nerd wall that he's working on. His nerd wall shrine.
I love that idea.
This will be part of his wall, and he's so excited.
Woot woot.
And that's everything I have. I've only stitched on this and the finish. I've been very, very busy. This thing has been.
You have what? How many finishes do you have in our crochet and knitting podcast?
I have 2 with me. I gave 1 away, so I have 3 finishes there.
Yeah. So somebody's been busy. Somebody's been busy perfecting other things.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. I got another whip. Oh gosh, too many bags. I put them in all the wrong order. All right. So this one is.
You're gonna have to come up with a theme for packing your crap down here.
I know.
I've got it down because I've been doing it since we started.
I know, because you always come to me, and so my stuff's all just in random bags, and yours comes like neatly packaged in one locale.
I have one massive bag that all my little bags fit in, and I know what bag everything's in.
This is Mandala 0267 by Kana Anylan. I got it on Etsy. I had this one for a while before I was like, one night I was just like, I feel like doing something new. What do I got? And just started it. So this is now.
Oh, are you halfway?
Yep, I got 2 halves, 2 quarters of this thing done. It is so cool. Pretty. I love this color.
It's so pretty.
Fabric. It is a lot of fun to stitch. It goes really well. It's just what do you call it? Potato chip stitching, where you're just like go. So nice. This is started this in February, and it has been. I think I've worked on it pretty consistently, but maybe not. I haven't dedicated real time to it. Like I work on it, and then I kind of walk away from it for a little while. And I work on it a little bit.
What fabric is this?
This is 28 count even weave from Hobby Lobby, the Artiste brand in Hobby Lobby. And it's really pretty. It's really nice fabric. I think it's a Zweigart like knockoff or like down brand. This one I did 444 stitches on, and I am now 65% complete. So more than half. I was super happy with that, to get more than half done. So it's coming. I'm going to stitch it up, and I really like it. It's a fun stitch. I might not show an update on this again because I show it all the time. I might show an update again until I get another quarter done. Just see how I feel. I do love that when I fold it, there's a quarter done and there's a quarter not done, and I can see that. I'm a dork.
You have some project planning and potential new starts.
Oh,
right?
I got some project planning, which I hope, I have some stuff coming up that I hope maybe some people will join us on. Ooh. So, all right, so let me put that away. All right, and I throw them on the floor when I'm done with them. All right, so what else do I got? I gotta go through my book. Look at how I get to go through my whole book. All right. So this one, I think I have showed this before. This is not a new start, right? This is Spell of the Moon by Blackbird Designs. And I'm pretty sure I've showed this before.
Is this the owl?
This is the owl.
Yes, you should now.
Okay, sweet. I think I have. Hang on. Yeah, I do. I totally do. This is Spell of the Moon.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. So this is where I'm at. I made big progress.
Yeah, you stitched on this when I was here the other day.
Yeah. And I've got almost all the black done.
It's so cute.
Almost
That's
all
such a
of it
fast
done.
stitch.
It is. It goes really quick. And it's so nice and little. It's just a nice little thing to do. One thing.
I'm feeling the spoopy vibes.
All
All this wedding crap is in my way.
Yeah, all this wedding crap. Just have to have a spoopy wedding. Definitely, like, now is when people are starting to hit. They're releasing their Halloween sales. They're releasing their, everybody's starting to do their Halloween stitches and put them on Instagram. And I was sincerely told myself, Lauren, you can't do only spooky stitches. Like, you've got to...
Lauren, you do whatever your little heart wants.
Trade something in there.
No.
It's not happening. This is what this is where I want to be. It's...
Lauren, don't deny yourself.
Look at that little owl. Look at that little owl. There's going to be a little haunted house down here, and it's perfect. One thing I was thinking about the other day, so let me get that thing back out. So if you can see hers, one thing I didn't do because I wanted to start it, I got in a rush and I wanted to start it, is, so she actually calls for overdyed flosses for this. And I just used the DMCs because I just wanted to get started, and that's what I had on hand. And while it looks great, like, I don't think there's any bad look to it. And I actually like how I'm stitching this 1/2 on 28 count. I like how it's not super full. Like, it's not super coverage.
Mm-hmm.
But this is Sandcastle by Pictureless Plus, and it looks a little too neat. Like,
I don't
for
know what
this,
you mean.
well, I almost feel like spilling a big cup of tea.
Oh, okay. You want to dye the fabric.
I want to do something to it, just mess it up a little bit so it looks more vintage, more used, more worn out. Like, I want to almost take a big teacup and put a big ring on it or something, you know, like just do something to it because this Sandcastle is like really nice. It's bright fabric. It's nice and clean. It has some modeling, but it's just nice fabric. And I feel like I want to grunge it up a bit for some reason. I don't know. And it might not be something I follow through with, but I might get to the end of the black, and before I put anything else on it, just like do something to it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that'll be cool.
Yeah. So that's
I think
something
that'll be
fun.
really cute.
And it's gonna be a pin cushion. It's not gonna be anything like I'm giving away to, so I can experiment on this. I can do whatever the hell I feel like. So I want to do that. But I did get because I wanted the moon to have that really nice pop. I did go get. Hang on, gotta undo and get the freaking magnet. My needle minder magnets are so strong. They just hold everything together. I did go get the Gentle Art Simply Shaker Harvest Moon for my moon, so that'll have that really pretty bright variegation.
Pop.
Yeah, so that'll pop. But again, I really want to grunge up this fabric before I put something that bright and pretty on it. So that's my plan.
Well, that'll be really cool. I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, it'll be fun to experiment. I see people doing like their own ice dyed fabric and all this stuff, and I'm like,
oh my god, the ice dyed fabric is so cool,
so gorgeous. And I'm like, I don't think I'm at that point yet. Like, I just want to buy your beautiful fabric once you make it and have that mess in your kitchen. But the putting a tea stain on this, that doesn't seem hard. That would be fun. So that's my plan. All right.
What else, Lauren?
What else?
In your bag of bags.
New start.
Woohoo!
So this one I've been planning to start in a while. This is Guardian of the Wood, or Leshy by the Witchy Stitcher. And I love this thing. I love it so much. It's so cute. It's, well, I don't know if cute's the right word. I don't know if people would use cute.
Cute.
But I had like 3 of her patterns, and I told my sister, pick one and I'll stitch it for you, because she has, in her sewing craft room, she has a wall of cryptids and folklore and stuff, and a wall of horror movies. And so I was like, and that's the Witchy Stitcher. I mean, she does all that fun stuff. And so I was like, here's some.
I love her horror movie haunted house thing.
I know. Her chopping mall and all that. And her she has that Universal Monsters one. She has so many great ones. Anyway. She's pretty amazing. So I started this one. And here's where I got so far.
Ooh. That is looking creepy.
Yeah. So I got his little skellies. I got his little skull started and his ribs there. And I had to get his antlers done. His antlers are pretty much done. I'm stitching this on, this is 14 count Pictureless Plus Ancient that I got from Rogue Stitching when they were having their big sale. And I flip and love it. I think I picked the perfect fabric because the modeling is actually...
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's down here, you're going to have the words, and there's almost no modeling. And then up top, you have the sky, and there's all this really good...
Sky color?
Yeah, color in there. And I'm really pleased. I'm not doing... there's a lot of black in this, and I'm leaving the black till almost last, I think, trying to get all the colors around it. And I'm really pleased. I just love this guy. I think Sarah's going to be really, really happy with it when it's done.
Woohoo.
This is also this is another like popcorn stitch or it's so popcorn stitch.
Popcorn, potato chip,
stitch.
whatever.
That's what I want, a potato chip stitch. It's
snack stitch.
The pattern is, I don't know how something can be still just a series of pixels on the screen and me to think, wow, this pattern. Wow. It is just, everything flows nicely. You're never like thinking, oh, I got to get this one little stitch way out of here. And then in the thing. Everything just flows nicely. It makes sense. It's just go, go, go. And then I'm stitching on this fabric, which I stitch a lot on 28 count. And I do like 1/1 on that, or small on 32 count. And this 14 count Ada, oh, I'm in love. It's like,
it's my jam.
Just
my
like,
jam.
My stitches look beautiful. Like the DMC pops really nice on this. It's like, it's like cake, like nom 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 nom. So I actively had to like pull myself away from this for a little bit.
Yeah, I've stitched on a couple other fabrics that I've got from the Four Seasons and the different sizes, and I mean, I'm telling you, like 18, 14, whatever, that range is like the bomb.
Yeah.
This is very soft.
It's very nice fabric.
I need to buy specialty fabric because my crunchy Life is a Game fabric is not, it does not go in the hoop very happily.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with this. So.
What else, Lauren?
So now I'll talk about, should I do stash positions, or should I do
I think you should do upcoming
projects. All right. So there are currently 2 SALs that I am definitely, not just looking to join, definitely joining. They start August 1st, so if anybody's looking for some spooky SALs to do,
you have a month to get your materials.
You have a month to get your materials, get ready to go. So the first one I am doing with Anna Stitches Autumn on the 21 Halloween projects for 2021 Facebook group. We'll link all that down below. We are doing, not just her and I, but we're kind of like leading the charge. We are doing...
I don't know about this.
The Haunted Mansion by Tiny Modernist.
This looks familiar.
This does look familiar because I've kind of stitched it before, sort of, in a way. So this is, I got this from Stony Creek, I think, in around 2018, around the same time I started the banner.
Yeah.
I was just on a roll. And I got it, and I started it, and I got significantly far. I think I got down into this part of the house.
Oh, you did like the whole outline.
And it was completely wrong.
Yeah, it was off by some. And I remember you were so upset about this.
But depending on the room, it was off by 3 to 5 stitches. It was off, and not just like, oh, you moved it over 3 to 5. No, just like the rooms were 3 to 5 stitches too small. Like I could never fit what meant to go in those rooms in there without doing a ton of editing. And this was like the second thing I'd ever stitched. And so I was like... I
can't believe you went that big for your second stitch.
I know, I was not. And I stitched it on 32 count linen.
Mm.
And I didn't know what I was doing. So I've scrapped that. Do I have it here? No, I think I left it upstairs because I was so ashamed of it. I scrapped it. I just had to... I kept it because I did get this moon done. And this moon is flipping awesome. And so I'm thinking about cutting that moon out and doing something with it, like making a patch on something.
Ooh.
But I pulled threads too tight. I bunched the fabric. I did all kinds. I similar to the banner when we first started, I used stitch glue to like keep some ends down that kept popping out and made it hard and crunchy and like a big stain on it.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing. So I set that aside like a year ago. When I first pulled it out, when I pulled out the banner and everything, it was like, okay, time to complete some projects. I looked at it and was like,
no.
This is, no. But I do flippin' love this pattern. So there's the house, and I have...
Do you have fabric for
it? I have all the little things. Okay, so here's the total finished pattern. It has little witches and little skellies and little Frankensteinies. And yeah, so I'm super happy. So I have all these. And so I was like,
oh, that is so cute.
I'm definitely going to tackle it. I'm going to tackle it sometime.
Look at the little ghost coming out up there.
I know, so cute.
And like, look, there's a little ghost there. Oh, it's so cute, guys.
Little vampire.
Look at the little, is that an owl? Yeah, a little owl in this tree. They got a little detail. It's so cute.
And Tiny Modernist is one of my favorite designers. I think she does so many cute things. So I was like, I'm definitely going to start this. I'm going to start it probably sometime this year, but I'm not, whatever. And then somebody finished it on the 2021
Oh, I
thing.
saw it. It was beautiful.
And it was so beautiful. And everybody started losing their minds. Like, it was like somebody dropped, you know, a bomb. And we were like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I'm doing it right now. I'm getting all the stuff. I'm doing it right now. And so Anna, who runs the group, was like, hey guys, do you want to do a Sal? And everybody's like, yes, please. Please, yes.
Yes.
So we're starting August 1st. So you have time to get your fabric and everything. I got, and this is not planned. Like I said, I've been planning to do this, but now I get to do it with friends. So that's really great. So I got...
You're inspiring me. Quit it.
Pictures Press, 28 count, because that's my jam. Haunted.
It's so pretty.
This, I think, is the recommended fabric that Stony Creek, because like I said, I got this back in the day. This is all ready to go. I'll pull my DMC threads from because I still have a lot of those colors.
So did you buy this from Stony Creek?
Yeah. I think I bought it when I bought these.
I wonder if they still have it.
Oh, I'm sure they do. And Pictures Plus totally has this colorway. So let me.
When you buy it from them, does it come serged, or did Sarah have to do that?
It comes serged except for the cut edge, and Sarah will just serge that one edge. And it is.
I'm thinking about this, Lauren. Quit it.
Look how pretty.
Quit it.
So that one.
Actually, I think I might want to do the other one you're going to talk about.
Yeah. I know. There's so many good things.
So many good ones.
All right. I can't figure out how this was folded. I unfolded it, and I've made mistakes. So, settings.
Okay.
Fold that later.
What's your other one?
The other one, I need my phone for. Okay. And I'm sure if you're on Instagram at all and you're a spooky stitcher, you know
you've seen this.
You've seen it. It's happening. The Witchy Stitcher just announced her giant, it is big,
oh God.
cross stitch Sal, starting again August 1st. This one I am not going to be keeping up with. Like, I am sure I do tons of projects at the same time. I'm not going to be trying to keep boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be trying to keep up with this one. I'm going to try and do this with everybody a little more. With the Tiny Modernist Haunted House. I'm going to try and keep up with that one a little more. But this one for the crypt, this is the Witchy Stitcher's Cryptid stitch along. Let's see if I can get that to focus. There it goes. And... oh my gosh.
It's so cute.
Here's her
border.
Yeah, that's the first step that's going to be done.
That's a teaser.
That's a teaser. And it is.
Oh, I'm so afraid to do a border first because of what happened to you.
Nah, it'll be fine. I'll grid my fabric. It'll be fine.
No. I'm saying I'm afraid.
Also,
I think you have learned from the issue, but I'm like, I know me. I'm like,
Pattern Keeper makes a difference, man. I did not have Pattern Keeper in 2018 when I started some of this shit, and man, it makes it. It does. It really cleans everything up. But so this one is she's going to be releasing 16, I believe, cryptids. 16 cryptids. So each of these, so there's a frame, and then there will be 16 releases of cryptids. It'll go all the way to January of 2022. So I'm going to take my time with it. But if you would like to take your time with me and stitch cryptids, because that's another thing, this house freaking goes to the Mothman Museum. This house goes to the Flatwoods Monsters. We go, we are planning a trip to go see where the Jersey Devil was born. This house believes. So I just can't wait. And it's perfectly up my alley. So those are my two plans. If you would like to stitch along, comment down below. We'll follow each other on Instagram. Maybe we'll follow the hashtag that they're putting out.
It'll be so fun to do these stitch alongs.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be so much.
Inspired me. I think I might need to throw something in with my wedding stitches.
So, that is my plans.
Let's go fabric shopping.
That's one of my favorite things.
Did you get fabric for this?
I have not gotten fabric for this yet. I'm actually thinking about, so when I did the Halloween Ouija, I used fabric from Fiona's Craft Cottage on Etsy, and I loved it. It was like butter.
You did talk about that a lot.
I talked about it all the time. So I'm thinking about going to get more from her because she's my favorite.
Maybe I will do this with you.
So.
I'll have to pick one. I will pick one of the ones you're doing, and I will join you in the ventures, and then probably fall way behind because I am just so slow.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Stitch-alongs are really start-alongs.
Yeah.
An SAL is really, we just start together, and then we all go into our own worlds.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know if you know this, but life keeps happening. So the last thing I have is acquisitions, sort of. These I talked about last time, but I just thought I'd actually show them. These I got from the Village Sampler in Charleston, West Virginia.
That store.
And that's where our giveaway prizes come
Yeah.
from. But she helped me pick out this really beautiful.
Let me hide my face.
There it goes.
This really has to be out of the way.
Thread. This is because I wanted to do spider banner. And she said this if you stitch with it, makes the spider web look
dreamy and webby.
Just like a spider web has been laid across your stitching.
Did she say like silky?
Yeah. This is a Silk Lame braid by the Rainbow Gallery. And it is and she helped me pick, she knew exactly what size I needed, everything.
It's so cute.
I love that store. I want to go back now.
I want to go to that one we went to that's in that one place that
the
I don't
Stitching Post in Catonsville.
Yeah. That one was really cute.
That was really cute too. They had okay, so the other thing I bought, and this was my vacation present to myself. This is Crystal Highland. It is another picture of this plus because they do some awesome stuff. And this is 28 count cashel linen. And I bought all of it. They're like, you don't want it cut? And I'm like, no, I'll just take all of it. So I have this humongous piece. So I can get lots of projects out of this.
Or one really big one, Lauren.
But
oh my God.
Look at
my God.
But look at it. It's got shimmer. It's got modeling. It's greens and golds. It's everything.
Looks spoopy.
It's everything.
It looks so spoopy.
It looks so mossy and swampy and glittery, and I love it. So that was my vacation present to myself.
It's so pretty.
Sarah got 10,000 miniatures
to paint,
and I got this. So,
it's like a blanket. It is massive.
I'm happy with
How many projects are you gonna get on there?
Depend. I might just have to choose something that's like this size. No, because everything huge would be like a full coverage, and I really want this to shine through. So I'm gonna pick some nice silhouettes, some nice blacks that'll just pop on.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. You need to show off that fabric.
It's stash acquisitions. It's going in the stash for now until it, but I get it out a lot and look at it.
Look at it. You gotta see that shimmer.
So that's everything. That's everything.
And after this episode, we're gonna go fabric shopping because I need some fabric for a stitch along.
Yes. So yeah, we'll put the link to
You've done it to me.
I like being the influencer because you're the influencer for me who's always like, start another one, do something like you just keep going, Lauren. You need 17 projects going, and I'm like, no. So I like being the evil little voice sometimes. But we'll put the link to the Facebook group down below if you want to do the Tiny Modernist Stitch Along with us. That'll be super great. And we'll be following the hashtag CryptidSal for the Cryptid Stitch Along. But other than that, tell us what you're working on. Tell us what you're looking forward to. Are you looking forward to doing spoopy Halloween-y stuff? Because that's where I live. I think that's everything.
That's everything I've got.
Woohoo! We'll be back in 2 weeks. So.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.